talking about why your logo is not a brand. We have a situation where a lot of people mistake their logo for their brand. And because they make that mistake, they are unable to effectively brand their businesses. And that is why we have stunted growth and lack of sales and all that because they are not doing their branding right. I am Michael Lupine, and what I do is simply to help people get their branding right. And when you get your branding right, it helps your marketing, it helps your sale, and also the growth and expansion of your business. So let me get right into it. Now, branding entails your positioning, not just your logo. How are you positioned? Are you positioned as the first in your industry? Are you positioned as the largest or the biggest in your industry? Are you positioned as the cheapest or most affordable in your industry? Are you positioned as the most available? Are you positioned as a customer centric organization? Are you positioned as the best? So there are a whole lot of things when it comes to positioning. So how are you positioned? Have you sought your positioning, or how are you positioned in relation to your competitors? Have you sorted that out, or you're just carrying the logo on your head and saying that it's all about the logo, logo, logo? But I tell you, it is beyond that. What about your brand strategy? Have you sorted out your customer attraction strategy? Have you sorted out your customer retention strategy? Have you sorted out your customer experience strategy? Have you sorted out your publicity strategy? Have you sorted out your brand promise? Or you've not even thought about them? So it is important, if you've not thought about them, to take a look and say, what can I do when it comes to retaining my customers? What can I do when it comes to attracting new customers? What is my brand promise? What so promise will I give to people to say, okay, for some people, if they sell the product to you or they are sure of the products they sell to you, they are sure they give you a money back guarantee because they know their product will always deliver. For some people, they can tell you if this thing does not work, bring it back, we'll give you another one. Why? For some people, they will tell you it is even written in their receipts that goods sold in good condition cannot be returned. All right. Well, the thing there is that you must have your brand promise, what you promise your prospective clients or your clients. Then what about your marketing communications? Have you talked about your customer touch points? Every means by which you get to your customer or by which they reach out to you is the touch point. So for some people, let's say your phone number is a touch point. If customers call you or you call your customer, is a touch point. Your email is a touch point. Your advertising, your flyers is a touch point. So how does your branding reflect on your customers' touch points, on ways you reach out to customers? Have you talked about your product arrangements? The way you arrange your product in your store speaks a lot about you. There are some people they don't know that the way they arrange their product will either determine or will either make a customer buy or not, or will either attract a customer into that store or not. Yeah, it matters. What about your signboards? For some people, they just put out a signboard. They don't even care if the lighting in the signboard is working or not. They don't even care if the letters are intact or not. All they know is that they have a signboard. Have you taken a look at that signboard that you have to see if there's any defect or if there's anything missing there? Because sometimes, if they are not tidy about these little details, there are some clients that are detailed in nature. They might feel that this particular organization is not detailed enough to notice certain things about their organization, and because they are not detailed enough, then they might not be detailed enough to handle my business, or they might not be detailed enough to deliver the type of service I expect of them. So you have to be detailed about these little things because they matter, not just your logo. So when we talk about your customer experience, how do you make your customer feel when they relate with you, when they transact business with you? Do you make them feel satisfied, or dissatisfied, or do you make them feel that they have been ripped off dealing with you or transacting with you? So you can see it goes beyond your logo. What about your product and service? Are they efficient? Do customer complain often? What about your company culture? Your company culture is actually made of your vision, your mission, and your value. These three things or these three concepts creates a company culture, and that culture fits into your system. So what about your culture? Have you actually looked into your culture and see if actually it is something that encourages clients or it is something that drives them away? There are some organizations where you get into such organization, they are so disorganized. You know that these people don't have a culture of organization. They don't have a culture of orderliness. So what about your company culture? Have you taken note of them, or you're just concerned about your logo? What about your facilities? Do you have a facility that enhances efficiency or and productivity? Is it clean, uncluttered? Is it attractive and appealing to clients? Is it a safe place to walk in? Or you're just concerned about the logo? So you can see that your facility matters. Remember, your brand, your logo is just a mark of identity or something that represents your brand so that people can easily identify that brand in the marketplace. But it doesn't cover everything. It doesn't cover your branding. And I want you to know that whether you are consciously, whatsoever you do in your business, consciously or unconsciously, you are creating a brand. But the issue there is that what type of brand are you creating? Are you creating a brand that you can be proud of? Or you're creating a brand that at the end of the day, you will look at your brand and that of other companies and you will want yours to be like them. Whereas you have the opportunity to create something enviable, something that people can look up to. So it is important that while logos are important, that we look at other aspects that makes for a holistic brand. So I believe with this, you can now start setting the direction for creating an effective branding or an effective brand for your organization. To get more awesome videos on branding, sales, and marketing, like my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can share this video. You never can tell who needs this video to grow their business, increase sales, and most importantly, have a formidable brand that can be reckoned with. See you in the next one. Have a wonderful time. Bye. Remember, I'm Michael Lupine, the #1 brand strategist.